Hi, my name is Ashish, and in this video we will get a comprehensive understanding of Microsoft Entra ID. My main aim from this video is to make sure that you are able to understand what Microsoft Entra ID is. You should be able to compare Microsoft Entra ID to Active Directory domain services. You should be able to describe how Microsoft Entra ID is used as a directory for cloud apps, and you should be able to describe Microsoft Entra domain services, right? So it doesn't matter if you are a beginner or an experienced IT professional. This video will provide you with the knowledge and skills that are necessary to understand Microsoft Entra ID effectively, right? So let's explore the exciting world of Microsoft Entra ID. So you should first examine Microsoft Entra ID. Right, so you should be familiar with Active Directory Domain Services, or traditionally just called Active Directory, ADDS, Active Directory Domain Services, is a directory that provides the methods for storing directory data such as user accounts or passwords, and makes this data available to network users or the administrators, devices, services. It runs as a service on Windows Server, refers to as a domain controller. Now, in comparison to Microsoft Entra ID, it is a part of the platform as a service offering and operates as a Microsoft managed directory service in the cloud. It is not part of the core infrastructure that customers own and manage, right? And nor is it an infrastructure as a service offering. So this implies that you have less control over its implementation. It also means that you don't have to dedicate resources for the deployment and maintenance, right? So there are two sides of it. And with Microsoft Entra ID, you also have access to a set of features that are not natively available in the ADDS or Active Directory Domain Services. And you can use Microsoft Entra ID to provide more secure access to cloud-based resources for organizations and individuals. How you can do it? You can configure access to applications, single sign-on to cloud-based SaaS applications, managing users in groups, provisioning users, enabling federation, identity management solution. You can monitor the irregular sign-in activity, multi-factor authentication, extending the existing on-premise AD implementations to Microsoft Entra ID. Right, so give you a pictorial representation. Let's say this is this way. I'll use the shift button again just to draw a straight line. That's cool. Okay, now let's say this is your Windows Server directory, Active Directory, right? Windows ADDS. Okay, and this is your on-premises. All right, now what you do is you connect or extend it to the Azure AD. All right, and then you connect with more cloud-based apps, which can be another public cloud, or it can be a SaaS application. It is achieved by a simple connection. All right, and it provides many self-service services. Okay, and you can use single sign-on, right, with the already logged in username and password to access the other public cloud or the other SaaS applications. Right? So Microsoft Entra constitutes a separate Azure service, right? So some of the more advanced identity management features require paid versions of Microsoft Entra ID, which are offered in the form of basic and premium tiers, right? So implementing Microsoft Entra ID is not the same as deploying virtual machine in Azure or adding an ADDS and then deploying some domain controllers to a new forest and domain, or making them part of the existing on-prem domain, because you have Microsoft Entra tenants, right? Unlike ADDS, you would have the Microsoft Entra tenants, which is a multi-tenant by design and is implemented specifically to ensure isolation between its individual directory instances. At any given time, an Azure subscription must be associated with one and only one Microsoft Entra tenant. You cannot have one Azure subscription associated with multiple Microsoft Entra tenant, right? So by associating an Azure subscription with one Microsoft Entra tenant, it will allow you to grant permissions to resources in the Azure subscription via RBAC, which is role-based access control to the users, groups, and applications. Now, if you get to know the high-level points of comparing Microsoft Entra ID and Active Directory domain services. First of all, Microsoft Entra ID simply is a cloud-based counterpart of ADDS. However, while Microsoft Entra ID and ADDS share common characteristics, there are several significant differences as well. Now, if you talk about ADDS, now when comparing ADDS with Microsoft Entra ID, it's important to note few characteristics of ADDS. So I'll remove it and so ADDS is a directory service. So I'll mention ADDS here and Entra here, and I'll draw a line. Okay, now it's a directory service. Okay, now and it uses DNS, your domain name system, for resource locations, your domain controllers, your workstations or laptops, or the endpoints connected or joined to a domain. We can query and manage ADDS by LDAP, which is Lightweight Directory Access Protocol, and it uses LDAP calls. Okay, ADDS primarily uses Kerberos for authentication. Your ADDS uses OU and GPOs. ADDS include computer objects that are joined to Active Directory domain, which are under OUs or organizational units. ADDS uses trust between domains for delegated management, like parent, child, root domain. So there is a trust associated with it. Now you can deploy ADDS on an Azure virtual machine to enable scalability and availability for the on-premise ADDS, right? So however, deploying ADDS on an Azure virtual machine does not make any use of Entra ID. So if you fire up an Azure VM, right, deploy ADDS onto it, make it a primary domain controller, your Entra is not in picture in all of this setup. Okay, now when you talk about Entra, Microsoft Entra is primarily an identity solution. Okay, and Microsoft Entra ID is a multi-tenant directory service. Microsoft Entra users and groups are created in a flat structure. There are no OUs and GPOs in Microsoft Entra. Okay, you can't query Microsoft Entra by using LDAP. No LDAP here. Because Microsoft Entra ID uses REST API over HTTP and HTTPS. Microsoft ID does not use Kerberos. Microsoft ID includes federation services. And many third-party services such as Facebook are federated with and trust Microsoft Entra ID. All right. So this is what I wanted to give a brief understanding of what Microsoft Entra ID is. Now you can have a look at the Microsoft documentation for the Microsoft Entra ID P1 and P2 plan, right, which provides extra functionality as compared to the free and Office 365 editions. However, premium versions require additional cost per user provisioning, right? So Microsoft Entra ID P1 or P2 comes in two versions. P1 and P2, you can procure it as an extra license or as a part of the Microsoft Enterprise Mobility Plus Security, which also includes the license of Azure Information Protection and Intune. Right? I hope this was informative for all of you. If you have any further queries or you want me to make a video on any other topic related to Entra ID for the sake of this series, please let me know in the comment section, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you. Have a good day.